Welcome to Showbie, a platform built for teachers and students to streamline classroom management, communication, and assignment tracking. Whether you're new to Showbie or just curious about how it works, I'm going to walk you through the main tabs, all the key buttons and features, and explain how everything fits together. This tutorial is perfect for teachers trying to modernize their classroom or for students who want to understand how to keep up with their schoolwork using Showbie. So let's dive in. When you first land on Showbie.com and log in, you'll notice that there are three main tabs over here. You have Home, Groups, and Students. Each of these play a unique role in how you manage your classroom, so we'll break them down one by one, starting with the Home tab, which we are in right now. So let's begin. This Home tab is the hub of your Showbie experience. Think of it as your digital classroom dashboard. On the left side, you'll see a list labeled Classes, which is right here. If you're a teacher, this is how you'll access different groups of students and their corresponding assignments. At the top of this section is this wrench icon. This is where you can manage your classes. When you click the wrench icon, three options will appear. New class. This allows you to create a brand new class. You can give it a name, assign a class code, and begin organizing content for your students. It's perfect for subject specific classes like, let's say, grade 6 math or biology, period 2. Next, we have join a class. If you're a student, this is where you enter a code provided by your teacher to join an existing class. Super easy and very efficient. And then this button is called Show Archived Classes. This toggle allows you to display classes that have been archived. Archiving a class removes it from your active view, but keeps all the content and student interactions stored safely for future reference or records. So let's say you tap on one of these sample classes, which is right here, and this opens up the class interface. At the top, you'll see a button called Class Discussions. This is essentially a group chat or announcement board. Teachers can post reminders, instructions, class updates, or documents for everyone to see. You could post things like, don't forget to study for tomorrow's quiz, or here's the reading material for the week. It's also interactive so students can reply, ask questions, and sometimes even upload responses depending on how the teacher configures it. So just simply write a comment over here, and then you can post. As you can see, chat, collaborate, and share resources. Make announcements, add instructions, or share resources to keep your class engaged. Next, we have the assignment section, which is right under the class discussion. Let's take the sample assignment for an example. When you tap into it, you're in a focused space just for that assignment. You'll notice that it works very similarly to class discussions. Teachers can post PDFs, images, videos, or documents related to the task, and then students can, in turn, respond by uploading their work, asking questions, or leaving comments. This system makes it easy to assign work, monitor submissions, and give feedback all in one place. So you'll notice there's another setting here. You can make a copy or share a copy of this assignment, or tap on Settings, which can change the name, description, and due date for this. You can also change the student access. If you want only specific students to have this assignment, you could do that as well. And you can archive the assignment by tapping on this. As you can see, this is due April 23 at 4 p.m. because that is what it's set to. You can change that once again by going over here and tapping on this blue text here, or you could simply just turn it off so it has no due date. When you go back and hover over this, you'll see three buttons which you can tap on. You can either set it to lock. This prevents any further changes. It's great for deadlines. And once it's locked, students can no longer add or edit their submissions. Set to view only, this makes the assignment visible but non-editable. Students can look at instructions or documents but can't respond. And hidden, this hides the assignment from students temporarily. Maybe you're prepping a future assignment and want to keep it under wraps. And of course, archive, the last one, this moves the assignment out of the active view. Again, it's not deleted, just tucked away for later reference. All of these tools make it incredibly easy to run an organized and flexible data classroom. Next up is the Groups section. Groups in Showbie are separate from classes. They're more like clubs, teams, or extracurricular collections. Think of them as a space for any kind of collaborative learning or non academic learning. Maybe you're running an after school robotics club, a study group, or a yearbook committee. You don't need full grading or class structures, just a shared space to communicate and collaborate. Just like the classes section, there is a wrench icon, and when we tap on it, you can tap on new group, which will, of course, create a new group, name it, and invite students or teachers to join. Here you post discussions, share files, and collaborate on projects. You can tap on join a group. Students or teachers can enter a code to join in an existing group, easy and secure, and show archive groups. Of course, like with classes, archive groups are stored but hidden from your main view, perfect for past years or completed activities. Groups are more flexible and informal than classes, but just as useful for engaging students in a collaborative environment. And finally, we have the Students tab. Let's tap on it, and basically, this tab provides a list of all the students you enrolled in your classes. You can click on the individual student profile to check on their assignments, but I don't really have one right now. You can see what they've submitted and leave comments or feedback on their works. It's a centralized location for managing learners, seeing how they're progressing, and keeping everything organized. This section helps with personalized feedback, private communication, and even behavior tracking if needed. So now that we've gone through all of the tabs, let's take a step back. What exactly is Showbie? Well, Showbie is a digital classroom platform designed primarily for K 12 teachers and students, although it can be used in other educational settings as well. It blends classroom communication, assignment management, and student engagement into one easy to use system. With Showbie, teachers can assign and collect homework digitally, share resources and feedback, communicate directly with students and even parents, track progress and keep everything organized, foster collaboration through class discussion and group work. Especially helpful in blended or remote learning environments, where keeping track of assignments and student progresses can be a challenge. It also reduces paper waste, speeds up feedback time, and creates a more dynamic classroom experience. So, why must you choose Showbie? In today's educational landscape, flexibility is key. Whether students are in the classroom or learning from home, platforms like Showbie allow teachers to maintain consistency, structure, and clear communication. It empowers students to take ownership of their learning while giving teachers the tools to manage everything in one place. It's simple enough for younger students to use, but powerful enough for serious instructional planning. So, to wrap it up, we explored the Home tab where you can manage your classes, post assignments, and interact with students. We looked at Groups tab for clubs, teams, and collaborative projects. And we finished with the Students tab, your go to managing individual learners. We also talk about what Shobi is, who it's for, and why it's a game changer in education today. Whether you're a teacher looking to modernize your classroom or a student trying to stay organized, Shobi gives you the digital toolkit to succeed. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments down below if the tutorial worked or if you have any questions. Thank you and goodbye.